What yarn should you use with your Sentro circulating machine? I get this question all the time, so we're going to go over some brands and some yarn types that work really well with the Sentro knitting machine and ones that don't. I'm not sponsored by any of these. This is just from me over the years making multiple projects, finding out what works best. When you are a beginner with your Sentro circular knitting machine, I recommend using and getting an acrylic yarn. Not only is it less expensive for you to do test projects with, but the acrylic is usually very soft and it's going to go through the machine really well and not get stuck together like wool fibers can do at sometimes. So my favorite, again, not sponsored or anything, but is Premier Yarns. Their acrylic yarn is very soft. And if you get what's called a DK yarn or a light number 3 yarn, this is going to work very well in your machine. It's a thinner yarn, so it's not going to get jammed up in here, and it's going to glide through the machine, so you're not going to have issues with the yarn itself. I love all the Premier acrylic yarns. So this one is 100% acrylic. I love the anti-pilling. You can also go a little bit thicker. Their everyday worsted yarn also works very well. It's 100% acrylic. It is also a number 4 medium weight yarn. Now, when you get into the number 4 medium weight yarns, this yarn is also a Premier worsted. It says it's a number 4 medium weight yarn. But I have issues with this yarn. It gets a little bit too thick because the thickness of the yarn, there's tolerances. So when you feel the difference between this yarn and this yarn is much thicker. There's a tighter twist to it. So this is getting closer to more of a number 5 bulky weight yarn. I can sometimes get this to work. I have to be very careful, but I get a lot of tuck stitches when I go to use this yarn. So the machine really does not like it. So when you're looking at a worsted medium number 4 weighted yarn, really feel how tight this is. And if it's more on the thicker side, you might start having issues. But the everyday worsted, everyday DK, anti-pilling yarn, it's thinner, it's not as thick of a yarn, works very well, and they come in multiple colors. What also has worked very well is Lion Brand yarn. This is a very nice like Chanel filling yarn. This one here, it says it's a number 4, but when you fill it, you can still feel it that it's thinner, especially when you're comparing it more to something like this where you feel the thickness. This has a thinness to the yarn, and it worked very well in my machine too. Some other ones, Bernat works really good. Bernat, a number 4 medium weight yarn, but when comparing it to like the Premier anti-pilling, very similar in weight to the yarn. Also, Caron Simply Soft works so good. Any of their Simply Softs works really nice. This one, again, I believe is a number 4. It is a number 4 bulky weight yarn. When you fill that yarn, it doesn't feel thick. It doesn't have that super tight twist. Works very well. Also, I love this yarn in their DK and number 4. Again, just fill the yarn. If it feels very thick, you might have issues. Here it is in the DK number 3 weight, and then the number 4 worsted weight. Now, then a lot of people ask, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't like acrylic. If you're starting out, make test projects. They might be not something that you wear. It might not be something you give as gifts, but test projects to help you learn the machine. Get the acrylic yarn. Do yourself a favor. Get Simply Soft. They're fabulous yarn. You could donate them if you don't like the acrylic. But definitely start out with the acrylic yarn. You're going to save yourself a lot of heartache. Can you use natural fibers on your Sentro circular knitting machine? Absolutely. And once I got learning how to use this machine, then I did get wool yarn. So this one is a 100% superwash Murano wool. So when you're looking at wools, you want something, again, very soft, very silky, something where the fibers aren't going to cling together. This was a worsted weight yarn, I believe, as well. It's super soft, worked beautifully in the machine. I got this at a local yarn specialty shop, but it was beautiful. It worked great. This is another natural fiber that you can use. Again, if you look at the yarn, it's thinner. It's going to work very well. So here's what this guy is. Here and he's alpaca, silk, camel, and cashmere, and it's called a sports weight, or similar to a DK weight. So it's going to work very well. It's very soft, and it's not going to get jammed in here. Another really nice alpaca yarn is this yarn. That's a DK yarn, 100% baby alpaca. Using baby alpaca is going to be great because those fibers, again, aren't going to stick together and get jammed in the machine. It's a DK yarn. It's thinner. It's going to work very well. You can also go with 100% cotton yarns. This is 100% Egyptian cotton. This is a thinner yarn. This is more like a DK sports weight. It's very soft, very silky feeling, so I know it's going to work very well in my machine. Now going to number 5, bulky weight yarns, things that have these cute little eyelet things. This is not going to work in your machine. No matter how much you want it to, it's going to get jammed. Anything that's a number 5 bulky weight yarn, I stay away from because I've never got it to work in my machine. So save yourself the trouble. Use this for hand knitting, use this for crocheting, but not for this machine. So I hope this helped with options on different yarns that you can use on your Sentro circular knitting machine. Happy crafting, everybody.